Hello, and welcome to Speak Honest. I am your host and certified relationship coach, Jennifer Noble. It has been my passion for over a decade to help women like you heal what's been holding you back from having the relationships you deserve. Are you struggling with a relationship where you can't seem to voice your emotions, needs, and boundaries without having it blow up in your face? Then you have found the right podcast, my friend. Get ready for practical tips, empowering truths, and honest conversations. Now, let's dive in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Speak Honest. I'm Jen Noble, your go-to relationship coach, and on today's episode, we are going to be diving into a topic that I know so many women are struggling with. And it's what happens when the guy that you're dating starts to pull away and you have no idea why. Maybe you've been there. Everything is starting out great. He's texting first. He's planning dates. He's making you feel special. And then things start to shift. The energy drops. He stops opening up as much. You start to feel like you're too much just for wanting that little bit more connection. And let me tell you something. You are not too much. But you might be dating someone with an avoidant attachment. And listen, I am not here to villainize avoidance. Avoidant attachment isn't about playing games or not caring. It's about needing space. This is why I often call it the solo tango. It is just this turbulent space where a person is so scared of emotional closeness that they push people away to stay safe. And if you've ever found yourself overanalyzing a text message or feeling like you're chasing after reassurance, then this episode is going to help you understand what's really happening. And if you need more help figuring out why is he doing this? Why does he want to be dancing the solo tango? And how do I break this cycle? Well, then let's talk. I offer a free attachment assessment. This is a 30-minute conversation where you and I dig deeper into what's holding you back from the relationship you deserve. The link is in the show notes, so you can scroll on down right now. You can actually pause the episode, scroll on down, schedule in with me, or you can go to speak-honest.com/assessment to book your free 30-minute call with me. I just want you to remember that you are not alone. I am here to help you, and there are so many other women just like you that are going through this as well. So I hope as you're listening to this week's episode, you get so much out of this and you understand what it is that you need to do next. So let's talk about something that's so frustrating in our relationships. That feeling when everything is going great, he's present, engaged, he's initiating, and then out of nowhere, he starts to pull back. It's confusing. It's hurtful. And if you have an anxious attachment style, it can literally send you spiraling into overthinking mode. Did I say something wrong? Should I have given him more space? Am I asking for too much? Am I not asking for enough? It's exhausting. And here's the thing. It's not about you. It's about avoidant attachment. This is a pattern where emotional closeness feels overwhelming, even when they genuinely like you. And today, we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about why avoidants pull away without even realizing that they're doing it. The sneaky ways in which this dance of a solo tango comes up and how you can spot it early, and how to handle it without abandoning yourself in the process. So let's start with a quick overview of what avoidant attachment actually is. Avoidant attachment, or as I call it, the solo tango, doesn't just mean that this person is emotionally unavailable. It's more like relationships come with a level of closeness that just feels too much for them. See, they grew up learning that emotions equal becoming unsafe or being uncomfortable. Maybe their parents didn't respond when they were upset. Or maybe worse, they got hurt when they started sharing their emotions. Or maybe they were expected to be self-sufficient and deal with it way too early of an age. They also learned that needing others leads to disappointment. So when they're out there on the dance floor and they're dancing with their partner, they learned that if they have to rely on their dance partner too much, then the entire dance blows up. So instead of depending on their dance partner and depending on this connection, they lean into the independence and the self-reliance. And they do want connection. They really do. That's why they're out there on the dance floor and they're dancing and they're enjoying all the people around them. But oftentimes it can feel overwhelming. So when things start getting real, their nervous system tells them to back away now. All of these alarms start going off in their heads and they immediately shut down. But listen, it's not a choice. I need you to understand that they're not doing this intentionally. It's an attachment pattern. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of this, you've probably felt like they're pulling away for no reason. But let's go deeper. How does this actually show up in relationships? Now, here are the 3 sneaky ways avoidant attachment shows up in relationships. The first is that they do this hot and cold cycle. It's when they come on really strong and then they vanish. One of the biggest mindfucks of dating an avoidant is when they come on really, really strong and then completely ghost you. They'll text you first. They'll start planning dates. They make you feel like they're so into you. They might even say things like, "Oh, I've never met anyone like you before. I feel so safe with you." Then the slow fade begins. It really messes with your head, doesn't it? Why is this happening though? It's because in the beginning, the stakes are low. It's fun. It's exciting. They feel safe because there's no real emotional investment yet. But as soon as they sense that emotional intimacy is deepening, their brain is registering it as a threat. So they might start making excuses, becoming busy, or needing more space. And it's not that they don't like you. I need to make sure that this is very clear. It's not that they don't like you. It's not that they don't care about you. It's not that they're using you or taking advantage of you. It's that their attachment system is trying to protect them from feeling overwhelmed. So what do you do if this happens? Now, we'll get into that in a second, but first, let's talk about another major avoidant behavior. And it's how they keep things surface level. They'll talk about work, they'll talk about sports, they'll send you silly memes over text message, completely ignoring all the big feeling things that you put into the text. So if you've ever been in a relationship where it feels like you're the only one bringing up hard conversations, then you're probably right. You might be. Because avoidants tend to keep things light and fun. When it comes to deeper emotional connection, they shut down. You might want to say something to them like, "Hey, I haven't really been feeling close to you lately. Is everything okay?" And with the hopes that they're going to respond back with this big, deep emotional feeling. But what do we normally get? We get a vague answer. We get a dismissive answer. Something that sounds like, "I'm fine. I've just been really busy." Or worse, they get irritated and then they make you feel like you are overreacting. This isn't because they don't care. It's because vulnerability feels foreign and uncomfortable to them. They were never taught how to sit with emotions. So when intimacy starts to deepen, their go-to response is to avoid, to deflect, or to shut down. And if you keep pushing them, then that is going to lead us into point 3, which is that they can sabotage connections so easily. When closeness feels overwhelming to them, they create distance, oftentimes subconsciously. And here's the wild thing. Avoidants, they don't just withdraw. They will literally sabotage the relationship. They'll nitpick. So suddenly all these little things about you will start bothering them. They'll fixate on these small flaws just as a reason to justify pulling away. They also create conflict. So instead of saying, "I feel overwhelmed," they might just pick fights to create space instead. Or they rewrite history. They'll go from, "Oh my gosh, you're so amazing," to, "I don't actually really think you're that amazing. Maybe we were never really meant to be together in the first place." They do this because their nervous system is saying, "This is getting too close. You need to push them away before you get hurt." The reason why it's so important to understand this is because if we believe that they are treating us this way because they don't care about us, or they don't love us, or they're using us or taking advantage of us, what does that say about us? What belief are you holding on to if you believe that you're not good enough, that you are too much, that you're being taken advantage of, or you're being used? Those aren't kind things to say about yourself. And the truth is, it's just not true. Oftentimes, the more into you they are, the more they have to pull away. If you're an anxious attacher, this dynamic can feel excruciating because the more they pull away, the more you instinctively chase. But what do we do about it? What do we do if this is what's happening? If you're dealing with this, here's what you need to remember. Avoidants don't pull away because they don't like you. They pull away because closeness triggers their need for space. But, and this is very important, I need you all to listen to me. Come back from whatever it was that just took your attention away and listen to me right now. Just because you know that they like you doesn't mean that it's your job to convince them to stay. So oftentimes the reason why we just honestly can't accept the fact that they like us so much that it's freaking them out is because if they like us, then we want to convince them to stay. We want to convince them to stay in this relationship and to love us and to figure it out and to work on themselves. But unfortunately, that doesn't work. The second you start over-explaining, proving yourself or shrinking yourself for them, you're abandoning your own needs. We are not going to be doing that anymore. If this pattern keeps repeating, it's time to start asking yourself, is this what you want? I want you to switch the way you think. So instead of thinking, why is he doing this? Why is he pulling away? Why is he not responding back to my text? Why did he tell me he loved me and now I haven't heard from him in 3 days? Okay? Those questions are externally focusing on him. Do you see that? Why do we need to know why? Why don't we ask ourselves instead, is this what you want? Do you want someone who is inconsistent? Do you want someone who's not going to reach out to you for 3 days in a row? Do you want someone that when you need to communicate to them, they shut down and then make you feel like it's your fault? It doesn't matter why they're doing it. The most important thing to ask is this what you want? If their version of connection never makes you feel secure or loved or wanted, then it might be a compatibility issue. It is not something that is your job to fix. So if you've been stuck in this cycle, feeling like every time you get close, he pulls away, I want you to remember this. It's not about fixing him. It's definitely not about shrinking yourself. The real work is in understanding what's happening so you can decide if this dynamic is right for you. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you get so much out of understanding how to shift your thoughts away from why is he doing this and start asking yourself, is this what I want? And if you're ready to dive deeper into figuring out if this is what you want, then I want you to remember that you can schedule a free attachment assessment with me. What's really keeping you stuck in these dynamics? What's keeping you held down from truly having the relationship you deserve? Let's jump on a call, 30 minutes where you and I break down what's been holding you back. Now, the link is in the show notes. You can scroll on down right now and go ahead and click on that link that says schedule an attachment assessment with Jen, or you can go to speak-honest.com/assessment to book your free call with me. And remember, someone pulling away doesn't mean you're too much. It just means they may not be capable of the level of connection you need right now. And you deserve a relationship where you feel safe, where you feel seen, and you feel wanted. Now, I will speak with you all next week. Take care.
As we wrap up today's conversation, always remember that healing is a journey, not a destination. And it is an honor to be a part of your healing journey. If you want to dig deeper into the topics we covered today, be sure to head over to our show notes where you can find all of the valuable information mentioned in today's episode right there. And please remember to rate, review, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's podcast. Your feedback means the world to us and helps others discover our podcast. Until next time, remember to speak up and speak honest.